Good morning. It's never morning for you guys. It's morning for me, but it's good afternoon, evening for you lot. Or depending on what time of day you're watching this. On this little episode, short and sweet summers, we have this. Horrendous water hammer. Now, I think that most of this is coming from the stop tap. However, the pipes are a little bit loose behind there. So I'm going to cut a hole out of the back of the cupboard. We are going to look to replace the stop tap and put a shock arrestor on. But that all depends on whether the water will shut off in the road or not. So that is going to be first port of call. Now there is a stop tap here, but I'm not sure whether that's this one or next door's. It is outside the house I'm working at, and it is on a meter, so it's not going to be a shared supply. It's just whether it turns off or not. Oh my god, this is tight. Oh, it's gone. I was panicking then. With that off, we better empty the under the sink. Oh my god. To be fair, they didn't actually know I was coming today. I've come on a cancellation. This was like a job that just squeeze it in when you can, because obviously it wasn't it's not desperate. And I only let them know late last night that I was coming, and they're actually away on holiday, so I've had to sort a key out. So they cannot be to blame as to why the cupboard is still full. I'm hoping to change that stop tap, and I think it is on three quarter black plastic, but you can't normally reuse the nuts off the old one. You know, just swap the valve over. I'm going to put a lever style valve in, by the way, on this, but because the threads are normally different and they do look like a more finer thread than what I've got, but we'll take a look at that. So before doing this, I'm probably going to shoot alongside this socket now and just expose this hole to be quite large so I can get onto the pipework and put a shock arrestor on as well and see if I can get some clips on. So I'm going to get a multi-tool in and cut that out. I've not even checked if the water's actually off yet. That don't look like it's slowing down, does it? Good. Trying to see if that meter's spinning outside. Right, interestingly enough, that actual stop tap that we turned off with the meter, that's definitely next to us, because that wasn't spinning at all. And the little one at the side of it, the little metal one with a W on, that is this property, because I've turned it off. And it's shutting down now, so I need to empty the rest of the water out system so I don't get flooded out. Yeah, beauty. We can work under that now. I mean, worst case scenario, I'd just have to turn this stop tap off, get clips on, shock arrestor, and not change that valve. But we'll see. We'll see what access we get and how much I can do. It should have been done before the new kitchen was put in, because the kitchen's only 4 years old, I think she said. But it hasn't been done, so we'll just have to struggle. Right, quite a lot of space to work on this lot, I think. There's a T further up. I don't think the water meter's earthed, because I don't think the stop tap is earthed, because that's the cable, and I'm guessing that's the clamp. It seems to have come off. Nightmare. I'm hoping there may be a little bit of movement to pull that pipe up so I can cut that nut off and start again with a 3/4 olive and go from there, but we'll just have to see. There'll be a little bit of water left in this little bugger, no doubt. Might be better getting the wet back out, Dan. Fuck off. Trying to see if I can show as much of that black as I can, like I said, so I can cut it off and start again. Because the stop tap is my main concern, getting that sorted, and then I can sort out the rest of this lot afterwards. Who the hell's cut that off? The dog? Jesus. It's not exactly cut straight, is it? It's really thick grade 3/4 plastic this, so it doesn't need an insert in it, I don't think, unless it's already got one in. That possibly could have one in. Right, so this, I don't know what type of thread it is, people in the comments will let me know, but it's a lot finer grade than that the thread we use these days. So obviously the existing nut, which is still on this pipe somewhere, I think, if I took it off, I've just cut off the old olive. I'm going to put on a new nut. Oh, that's a 20. See, this is a 22mm cone, and it's just far too slack because it's all 3/4 pipe this, so I'll just get a 3/4 olive like so, nice and tight, snug fit. It's already got its insert still in. Okay, I didn't cut so much off. And then that is going to go something like that, providing it will still turn off and on. Now we can get a sodding clip on somewhere up here because it's driving me insane, all baggy and horrible. And then we'll just have to work out how we're going to sort that. Let's have it that way around. I don't know, mate. Right, that's us back on now. I suppose I'm going to turn the water on outside and we can at least test that joint that I've just done, and then we're back live to here and carry on working out the rest of it. Somewhere in here it is. Didn't sound like it turned, I didn't feel like it turned on that, so that's a bit alarming. Shit. There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Yeah, it's definitely on. So I just put a 22mm reducer in there, and my flan is now drain off on the end of there into a street, maybe a street and a bend, shock arrestor onto that. It's not going to look pretty, but it's going to work, and we're going to hopefully cure the banging pipes. I'm going to try and get a clip on that as and when I know where this is going. before going any further. When using press or speed fit, you need these long tail drain offs, otherwise the short ones don't go fully inside the fitting. These are probably a bit too long, but it's going to work. Lovely. I've pressed that, and pressed that. I've not tightened that up yet. Somehow I need to work out how I'm going to get this to work, because I need to get another T in with the shock arrestor on, and that is on a bend, and above it is a compression T. Yeah, T. Didn't want to cut any more cupboard out, but I wanted to expose that T so I can take that nut and olive off and renew it from there. So what's the point for the sake of 3 inches extra struggling? There ain't no clips on any of this lot either, so I'm going to try and get something else on it, I think, up this run. Just liquid PTFE'd that female lines copper on there. Bit of paste on this, and we'll get this pasted up, tightened up. I've crimped this T in position already, just so I'm not messing around with the press gun underneath the kitchen sink. Make life a little bit easier. And I'll temporarily put this back into that compression T we've just took the old pipe out of, mark up for some clips and get them clipped to the wall before putting this section in. I'm going to drop it something like that, because I get some clips on that. At least everything we can see we've clipped. Yeah, fuck, that wasn't easy. Why didn't I just cut it a little bit higher? I don't know, because I'm a dickhead. Right, somehow I need to get this straight elbow into there. That means cutting down a little bit, so I'm going to flick that clip back off, push this out of the way, cut that down, drop that in, crimp that up and turn it on. Do you know what would be fantastic? Is if all this work that I've done, replacing the stop tap, new drain off, shock arrestor, clipping the pipes up, hasn't made a blind bit of difference to the banging. If that hasn't, how the f do I explain that to the customer? Right. Oh, I can't push that in with one hand. Moment of truth. Did it work? The toilet's got to fill up upstairs yet, so this isn't going to be the true test. Oops. Always forget to shut the bloody drain off. I don't know why they come open, but they do. Fingers crossed. Bloody hell. No more banging now. Nothing. Oh mate, that's sweet. This customer has put up with that for, I think they said, 9 years? 10 years? It's been like that for that long. And no matter what you did with the stop tap, turning up, down, off, it still banged. Oh mate, I'm so relieved. I'm going to video that and send it to the customer now. And let's be fair, it doesn't actually look horrendous. It looks quite tidy. I don't think the back and that is going to... There's going to be no point. There is actually going to be no point. But it needs an earth clamp putting back on. I was going to put the old one on, but it looks goosed. So I'm going to advise them to sort that out. So then the stop tap is earthed. I am so happy with that. Anyway, if you came to this video because of the title and you've got banging pipes, shock arrestor is normally the thing that'll sort it. It's going to be really hard because I can't actually remember the name of what it's called, the scientific name. It's not dynamic water pressure, I can't remember. But when you shut off the tap, the pressure of water, which is pressed on all pipes and outlets, can be anything up to 14 bar. You might only have 3 bar incoming mains, but when you shut off that tap, it just I can't even explain it. Dan can't even explain it. But anyway, a shock arrestor normally cures it. Happy days. I, however, on this job, believe that it was a stop tap. What was the fault? I think it had gone knackered inside. So when I get back home later today, I'll strip it down and I'll show you the jumper inside, just see if it's very baggy, because I think that's what was causing a lot of the banging. Yes, I put 3 clips on the pipe. Yes, I put a shock arrestor on. I'm still convinced it was that stop tap, but we'll have a look in a minute. Getting this to split without a vise is going to be a problem. I mean, I could run it over with the van and park on top of it, but we'll have to do without so far. Oh no, it went alright. I did not expect that. If that had been in position, it'd have been an absolute ball ache. That's what I think would have been the initial problem. I know they all have a little bit of movement, but it's just so baggy. Probably could have just replaced the guts, but anyway, they've got a nice easy stop tap to use, quarter turn, brand new, new drain off, shock arrestor, clipped up. What more can they ask for? You noisy git. Right, if this video has helped you out, consider subscribing if you haven't done already. It's absolutely free, and don't forget to drop it a like if you've liked it. Maybe a comment down below. I love reading through your comments. And I'll catch you on the next one, which who knows what we'll be doing. I'm sure it'll be something plumbing related. So I want to put a little bit extra in there because I've learned something new that I didn't realise. The jumper in a stop tap is supposed to be loose to prevent back siphonage. Not as loose as I think that one was, but that's what it's there for. That's why you don't need a check valve on an old stop tap like that. Now I've put a lever valve in, which has no built-in backflow prevention device like the jumper. So I've since had to go back and add this, a single check valve. Thankfully there was space to put it in, but I didn't realise that the jumper was a backflow prevention device. Obviously I knew the lever valve didn't have no backflow prevention in it, so that's why I've had to go back and put that single check valve in. You learn something new every day. Catch you on the next one.